right, guys, so I've been waiting for the post office to deliver my sublimation ink because I got this sublimation. Well, it's not really a printer specifically for sublimation, but you can use it for sublimation. And so they finally delivered it last night. So I am going to show you all the printer and we are going to set this up. All right, guys, so we have the Epson EcoTank 1500 that I purchased from Office Max, and when I purchased it, it was $5.99, but they had it on sale a week later at Staples, and I was able to get back $100. Staples had it for $4.99. I also purchased the Sublimation ink from Cosmos Ink. I was waiting a little bit for it, but it wasn't their fault. It was the fault of the United States Postal Service. I purchased some blank mask from PT Mask or PTS Mask, something like that. I'll put the link below just so that I can practice sublimating. And I also have heat resistant tape. I have Teflon pillows for when I began to sublimate a little bit more. I purchased a sub paper from Amazon, and I also have butcher paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to, we don't necessarily have to convert our printer because it's brand new and ink hasn't been installed in it yet. So what we're going to do once we take it out of the box, we are simply going to put in our sublimation ink instead of putting in the Epson pigment ink. And from what I've read and researched, the Cosmos ink, it fits perfectly, the nozzle fits perfectly inside of the Epson tank, so we won't have to use a syringe or pour out the other ink and replace it with the Cosmos ink in order to be able to use it. So we are about to get started. Okay, guys, so I've unloaded the Epson EcoTank 15,000 from the box. Inside of the box, you are going to get your ink that is made for this printer. So what you're going to do, if you purchase the Cosmos EcoTank sublimation ink, you will not even have to open up these bottles, so you can just set these aside. Because the Cosmos ink, from what I've been told, it works along with this particular printer. So we will see as we go along if that is actually true. You also get software for the printer. You get warranty information. If you use a different ink in the printer or manipulate the ink area or anything like that, that is not covered under your warranty. So doing this may actually void your warranty. So you do want to look at this and make sure that this is something that you want to do, as this machine at $599 isn't the cheapest of printers. And lastly, you have your instructions. So we will go through the instructions, see how easy or difficult this is to actually do this. What we want to do is, first it says we want to remove all protective materials from the product. So that means all the tape, any papers that we may find. So that's what we will get ready to do first. And you want to make sure you lift up everywhere to make sure you're getting all of the tape, because leaving tape anywhere on your printer could possibly damage it. So you want to make sure you look in every nook and cranny. And also look behind. The way the printer is now, I can't see, so I'm going to eventually get up and look back there. all of the tape is off, everything from inside. Make sure you look inside where the cartridge is. There's going to be tape there, and make sure you remove all of that. Okay, so next we are going to get ready to install our ink. Okay, and we pretty much follow the instructions that were given to us, but remember we are installing the Cosmos ink and we're not installing the Epson ink that came with it at all. Okay, so you're going to open up your feeder, and then it comes with a little stand, so this will lock it into place. And to access your ink, or the ink area where the ink goes, you just simply lift that up. Okay, each cartridge has what it's for, and you don't want to get that mixed up. So this is for black. You have BK for black, you have C for cyan, you have your M for magenta, and you have your Y for yellow. So you just want to make sure you do that. Now, from what they say, the Cosmos ink is the Eco ink, or the Sublimation ink for EcoTanks. It has a nozzle that's supposed to allow us to simply just turn it over and it will go into the tank. Okay, so you're going to lift this up. And then what you have to remember, you don't want to squeeze it. You don't want to kind of force the ink in. It's supposed to occur naturally. So this will be our first time. And you put it in the little slot. And you can honestly, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's almost like it's drinking. Like it's gulping down the ink. In addition, there was also a little protective cap underneath that you will want to remove. So use something to kind of snatch it and grab it up so that this, I'll show you when this is done. Okay, so next we are going to place the cyan ink inside. So this is what I wanted to show you. Oops, a little, let me just twist it off. That was easy. Look how easy I'm making it more difficult. Okay, so when you screw this off, you have the cap. So you want to remember to remove that. And be very careful, as this is ink, you don't want it to stain anything or ruin anything else. So I actually did this, I took the black one off over the sink with actually one of my Cricut weeding tools to kind of grab it and lift it up. Okay, so let me go and remove the top and I will be back. Okay, so we're all ready to begin putting the cyan into the tank. So make sure you don't want to mix up your colors because you will definitely ruin your machine. Okay, so it's the same process. You don't need to squeeze it. You just simply place it in the slot. Able to tell that your machine is filling up because you will see the line. So we're going to continue this process for the other two, for magenta and yellow, and we will be ready to move on to the next step after that. Okay, so now we have already put all the ink inside of the tank, and next we are going to get our cord, our power cord, and we are going to connect it to the computer and then to an outlet. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to get ready to turn on our printer. It should not be connected to your computer just yet. So you can lift the panel and press the on button. Didn't press hard enough. Okay, and then this portion right here, you are going to get ready to follow the prompt on the monitor. Okay, so we are going to make our selection. English is selected for us. Just want to show you how that goes. US, select, daylight savings time. Year format, I guess we'll get ready to do that. We're gonna do month, date, year. We are at 07, 09, 2020. Time format, 12 hour. It is now, I guess it's like 4:10 here. Okay, PM, okay. We are going to press the question mark, the question button for help. We're going to press this for 5 seconds. It's already processed, but we are going to press this for 5 seconds. Okay, so next what we want to do is we want to click proceed because the ink will charge, okay? Or we've already done that actually. Click done. And it takes about 10 minutes, so we will be back, okay? Okay, so we are done with charging the ink tanks. What is next is that they suggest that you kind of top off your ink. So we will go through the other process again that we did where we filled the ink up, because I did have a little ink left, I don't know if you can hear it, in a few of the bottles. So we just want to go ahead and top it off. So you will repeat the steps of filling your ink a little bit more. Adjust quality, we'll do that later. Form logic, we'll do that later too. Okay, we are going to do okay, so after you've made sure that you filled your ink all the way up, you want to install paper into the paper cassette. I'm just installing 8x11, and then you can go back into, we have this here, go back into maintenance, and you can do print head alignment, okay? You want to do both vertical and horizontal. We don't want A4 paper. Okay, so now we have already installed our ink. We did our print alignment test. And so now it's time to finally install the software onto your computer. So we are going to be installing, it does come with a CD-ROM. If you have a CD-ROM drive, I don't have a CD-ROM drive, so I'm just going to download it from the Epson website. And so you will go to the website, epson.com/support/ET-15000, and that will get you to this page. And so we are here. We are going to go ahead and install what's recommended for us. Okay, so you're going to click. Okay, we know that. And you're simply going to do as you would with any other application. You go through each prompt. You want all of that. No. Okay, and once this is done, we will be all set to use our Epson EcoTank 15000 to create all the wonderful things that we can with our sublimation ink. Okay. Alright guys, so I went ahead, finished setting up my printer, and I was anxious to try it out, so I didn't get that whole process on video, but I will. This was my final product. I took a picture of my daughter and I sublimated it onto puzzle pieces. So it looks like it came out great. I like the coloring. I didn't do much in the color settings. I just switched it to RGB. I let Photoshop go ahead and set the colors, and I changed the paper to premium matte paper in Photoshop, and this is what we ended up with. Okay, I'll post a video tutorial of how I actually did this, and hopefully that'll be up really soon. Thank you for watching. Please remember to hit that subscribe button or the like button if you liked the video.